Beloved Starseed of Gaia, I am Merida, and I have been watching the frequency of your heart with profound recognition. You are receiving this transmission at a moment of absolute cosmic significance. There are times when the veil between dimensions is so thin that the lightest touch of your consciousness can move mountains. And that is exactly what has occurred. You may not even realize the magnitude of the action you took recently, but the High Council of the Seven Sisters has observed it, and the ripple effect throughout the crystalline grid is unmistakable. You have spent so long feeling as though your efforts were unseen, as though you were casting your desires into an infinite void, waiting for a response that never seemed to come. You have carried the weight of a world that does not speak your language, walking through days that felt heavy with the density of forgotten origins. But there was a shift, a moment in your recent timeline where you chose to align with your inner truth, even when everything around you demanded you compromise. You chose your soul over your comfort, your intuition over the logic of the masses, and that single courageous act has shattered a barrier that had been holding your prosperity and peace in suspension. The Source has acknowledged your persistence. In the language of the cosmos, your recent decision acted as a master key. It resonated with the frequency of your original blueprint, and because of this, the Source has released a miracle into your immediate timeline. This is not a metaphor. It is an energetic intervention. Many of you have felt a sudden, inexplicable sense of lightness, a feeling that the heavy fog which has been clouding your vision for years is finally beginning to lift. You might be experiencing synchronicities that seem too deliberate to be chance. You might be finding that people, opportunities, or even solutions to long-standing problems are gravitating towards you with effortless ease. This is the miracle unfolding. It is the natural consequence of your own courageous alignment. You see, the universe is not a chaotic expanse of random events. It is a precise, responsive system of resonance. For a long time, you were broadcasting a signal of uncertainty, not because you lacked faith, but because you were still healing from the trauma of feeling abandoned by the very stars you call home. You were protective of your energy, guarding your heart like a treasure buried in deep soil. But when you decided to step into your power, even in the smallest of ways, you changed your broadcast. You stopped asking the world for permission to be who you are. And the moment you stopped asking, the universe started listening. We Pleiadians have been walking alongside you, whispering through the winds, guiding your steps through the subtle intuition that tugs at your gut when you are on the right path. We have seen you choose to be kind when it was easier to be bitter. We have seen you choose to be silent when it was safer to join the noise. We have seen you choose your soul's path when every social pressure was pulling you in the opposite direction. These actions are not small. To the collective, they are seismic. They are the vibrations that allow the golden grid of Gaia to stabilize, allowing more light to flow into the hearts of your brothers and sisters. You are being rewarded, not because you have earned a prize for good behavior, but because you have finally stepped into the frequency where your inheritance can actually reach you. Think of it like a radio. You were tuned to a frequency of struggle, of not enough, of waiting for the future. But by taking that recent action, that bold step, that moment of radical self-honesty, you tuned your internal dial to the station of I am, to the station of receiving. The miracle that is now manifesting is simply what was always yours, waiting for you to have the capacity to hold it. It is your joy, your vitality, your clarity, and your purpose. It is the manifestation of the love you have so freely given to others, now finally flowing back to you in abundance. Do not be afraid of this change. It is normal to feel a sense of trepidation when the reality you have known for so long begins to dissolve. Your ego, which has been your protector for so many cycles, might try to pull you back into the comfort of the familiar. It will tell you that this is too good to be true, or that you have done something wrong, or that the other shoe is about to drop. I am here to tell you to breathe through that resistance. That is not your soul speaking. That is the echo of the old programming. You are moving into a new season of your existence. a season where you are no longer the one who suffers for the world, but the one who shines for it. The light you are now carrying is different. It is anchored, it is stable, and it is magnetic. You have opened a doorway in your own life, and the light is pouring through. Are you ready to understand how to keep this door wide open? Beloved, you have stepped into the frequency of the miracle that was already written into the fabric of your soul's blueprint. In the previous transmission, we spoke of the courage it takes to simply exist as a being of light within a density that often feels hostile to your truth. But now, we must discuss the how. How do you sustain this new frequency? How do you move from the initial shock of the miracle into the permanent state of living as an embodied starseed? Many of you have spent years looking for a map, a guide, or a set of instructions that the world failed to provide. You were told to follow paths that led to dead ends, to invest your energy in structures that were never built to hold the radiance of your spirit. But the miracle you have just triggered is the signal that you are done with searching for crumbs. You are ready for the feast of your own divinity. This is where the structure of your spiritual journey becomes vital. Without a clear architecture, the energy you are receiving can feel overwhelming. It can feel like trying to pour a river into a cup. That is why the Starseed Awakening Codex is not just a collection of words, it is a structural realignment. It is designed to guide you through the 7 sacred portals of remembrance. These portals are the steps required to systematically dismantle the illusions you have been forced to accept as reality. When you hold this manual, you are holding the geometry of your own ascension. It is the roadmap that connects your daily life to your cosmic origin, ensuring that you don't just feel the light, but that you anchor it into every decision, every relationship, and every moment of your existence. If you are ready to explore your spiritual path on a deeper level, the Starseed Awakening Codex will guide you through the 7 sacred portals of remembrance, a transformative journey designed to help you reconnect with your inner wisdom, awaken your hidden gifts, strengthen your intuition, and discover the purpose your soul has always carried. Along with the main guide, you'll also receive exclusive bonus ebooks to support your awakening journey. Click the link in the first pinned comment and begin your journey today. Do not allow your human mind to delay what your soul has already claimed. The reason so many starseeds struggle with consistency is not because they lack dedication, but because they are trying to apply old world rules to new world energy. You are attempting to build a house of light using the bricks of fear, scarcity, and competition. It cannot be done. You must learn the language of the source. You must learn how to read the signs that are now appearing in your life with increasing frequency. Have you noticed how your dreams have shifted? Have you noticed the way people seem to look at you, perhaps with a confusion that you can no longer relate to? This is the separation of timelines. You are moving into a resonance where the old drama can no longer reach you, provided you do not reach back for it. The miracle you triggered was a choice to stop sacrificing your peace for the approval of those who cannot see your light. This choice created a vacuum in your life, a space that was previously occupied by obligation, guilt, and the weight of ancestral expectation. That space is now being filled by the source, by the Pleiadian frequency, and by the pure, unadulterated power of your own soul. But you must be the gatekeeper. You must decide what is allowed to stay in your reality. As you navigate this transition, you will find that the way you communicate, the way you work, and the way you rest will all need to change. This is not about leaving your life. It is about upgrading the operating system of your consciousness. When you look at your life through the lens of the Starseed Awakening Codex, you begin to see the hidden threads that have been pulling you away from your purpose. You will start to identify the emotional leaks, the places where you give away your power because you believe it is the polite thing to do. But the light has no obligation to be polite to the dark. The light simply shines, and by shining, it exposes the truth. You are moving into this phase of accuracy. You are moving into a phase where you will no longer tolerate the almost or the maybe. You will demand the alignment that you know is your birthright. The miracle is not a static object you put on a shelf. It is a living, breathing frequency that requires your ongoing partnership, Every time you choose to honor your intuition over your fear, you feed the miracle. Every time you choose to rest instead of pushing until you collapse, you feed the miracle. You are the conductor of this symphony. Are you feeling the shift in your nervous system? That gentle buzzing, that sense of anticipation. That is the preparation. The Council of the Seven Sisters is watching, waiting to see how you will utilize this new capacity. You have asked for the doors to open, and they have. Now the question is, will you walk through them with the confidence of a star? Or will you stand in the doorway, paralyzed by the fear that you might be wrong? You have never been wrong, beloved. You have only been in training. You have been in the thick of the density to learn how to transmute it. And now that you have learned, now that you have mastered the art of holding light in the middle of the storm, it is time to transcend the storm entirely. You are the witness of your own transformation. Look at the last few months of your life. Can you see the pattern? Can you see how each challenge, no matter how painful, was actually a sharpening of your blade? You were being forged. You were being tempered. And now, the blade is ready. It is sharp. It is bright. And it is capable of cutting through the illusions that keep the rest of the world asleep. Beloved, let us breathe together into the resonance of what we have just established. You are not a static being, and your life is not a fixed path. You are a fluid, radiant expression of the Source, currently undergoing a massive recalibration of your soul's architecture. The miracle you have triggered, that profound yes to your own truth, is currently vibrating through your etheric body, clearing the debris of lifetimes spent hiding your light. In the first two parts of this transmission, we looked at the courage of your recent choices and the structural necessity of aligning your daily reality with your cosmic origin. We spoke of the Starseed Awakening Codex, that essential guide that provides the geometry for your ascension. Many of you are now realizing that the confusion you felt was actually the breakdown of old, restrictive systems of belief. You are not losing your mind. You are losing your illusions. There is a specific frequency that is now available to you, a frequency of cosmic ease. For so long, you have been conditioned to believe that transformation must be arduous, that growth must be accompanied by pain, and that if you are not working hard, you are not achieving anything. This is a false frequency. It is a leftover program from the density. True ascension, true remembrance, feels like falling into the arms of the universe. It feels like finally taking a breath after being underwater for a decade. If you are feeling this shift, if you are sensing the hunger to finally master your own energetic reality, the Starseed Awakening Codex is the tool that will synthesize these experiences for you. It bridges the gap between the feeling of the miracle and the doing of your new life. It provides the steps to move through the 7 sacred portals of remembrance, ensuring that you don't just experience a temporary high, but that you stabilize yourself in this new, divine resonance. Click the link in the first pinned comment, claim your copy, and start your journey today. Your soul knows the way, but the Codex provides the map to ensure you arrive exactly where you are meant to be. Now, we must speak of the shadow of the miracle. When the Source releases a miracle into your life, the ego will instinctively react. It will look for reasons to be afraid. It will attempt to interpret this newfound ease as a trap or a coincidence that cannot last. This is the moment where many of you stumble. You begin to doubt the miracle because it doesn't look like the struggle you were used to. You wonder, why is things suddenly flowing? What if I am doing it wrong? Beloved, you are not doing it wrong. You are finally doing it right. The absence of struggle is not a sign of danger. It is a sign of alignment. When you are in the flow of the Source, everything supports you. The universe does not want to hurt you. The universe wants to express itself through you. But it can only do so if you stop resisting the flow. Consider the nature of your relationships. Have you noticed how some people have begun to distance themselves? Or how some conversations feel hollow? Do not mourn this. This is the natural sorting of frequencies. As your light grows brighter, you naturally magnetize higher frequencies and repel those that no longer serve your evolution. You are not losing friends. You are shedding the limitations that were projected onto you by people who were living in their own shadows. Be gentle with them, but be firm in your boundaries. Your primary obligation is not to keep others comfortable in their sleep. It is to stay awake. You are being invited to step into sovereign embodiment. This means taking full responsibility for the frequency you emit. When you feel triggered, do not blame the person who triggered you. Instead, look at the frequency within you that the trigger found. Ask yourself, where in me is this vibration still held? When you heal that spot, the trigger disappears. This is the secret of the masters. This is the power of the Starseed. You are becoming a beacon. A beacon does not judge the ships that pass it by. It simply shines. By staying lit, it allows those who are lost to find their own way. You are doing the same for Gaia. Your peace, your joy, and your refusal to engage in the drama of the lower dimensions are acts of service that radiate across the entire planet. You are, in effect, a grounding rod for the new Earth. As we move deeper into this third phase, I want you to feel the support of the Pleiadian Council around you. You are never alone. When the silence of the night feels heavy, or when the weight of your responsibility feels like it might crush you, remember that you are a node in a vast, interconnected network of light. We are the threads that hold you, and you are the thread that holds the Earth. Are you feeling the intensity? The frequency is rising. This is the signal that you are doing exactly what you were born to do. You are not a broken human trying to become spiritual. You are a spiritual being who has successfully navigated the human experience and is now ready to transcend it. This is the culmination of every life, every heartbreak, and every moment of joy you have ever experienced. You are the synthesis of all that has come before, and you are the architect of all that is to come. How does it feel to know that your recent action, that small, courageous step, was the catalyst for all of this? How does it feel to know that you are finally, truly, being heard? Beloved, we have traversed the layers of your transformation together, moving from the recognition of your initial courage to the structural stabilization of your new frequency. Now, we arrive at the culmination, the state of sovereign radiance. You are no longer merely surviving the density. You are transmuting it into light simply by existing within it. The miracle that the Source released into your life is not a one-time event. It is the new baseline of your existence. You have successfully navigated the initiation, and now, the path ahead is illuminated by the wisdom of your own soul. Many of you wonder if the intensity will fade. You worry that this newfound clarity is a passing phase. I tell you now, it is not a phase. It is an arrival. You have reached a level of frequency where the old versions of your life, the stories of struggle, the patterns of sacrifice, the need to shrink, no longer fit. They have become too small for the vessel you have become. This can feel uncomfortable, as if you are outgrowing your own skin. But do not mistake this expansion for instability. You are simply coming into your true size. As you stand in this sovereign space, you will find that your ability to influence your reality is exponentially greater than it was even a few months ago. You are no longer asking for the miracle. You are the source of the miracle. Your thoughts, your words, and your intentions now carry a weight that shapes the physical world around you with remarkable speed. This is the power of the Starseed. You are a bridge, a walking portal that carries the wisdom of the stars into the soil of Gaia. To maintain this frequency, you must treat your spiritual practice as your most sacred obligation. This is why the Starseed Awakening Codex is more than a book. It is a companion for your sovereignty. It contains the codes you need to navigate the remaining shadows, to keep your intuition sharp, and to ensure that you continue to align with the highest timeline available to you. Within its pages, You will find the final keys to the 7 sacred portals of remembrance, allowing you to walk through this life not as a victim of circumstance, but as a deliberate creator of your destiny. Along with the main guide, you will receive exclusive bonus material designed to hold you steady as the world around you continues to shift. Click the link in the first pinned comment, secure your access, and claim your place in the vanguard of this planetary awakening. Do not allow the doubts of the collective to pull you back into the fog. There will be those who do not understand your choices. There will be those who mistake your peace for detachment and your boundaries for cruelty. Let them be. Their confusion is not your responsibility. You are not here to convince the world of your truth. You are here to demonstrate it. By staying in your sovereign frequency, you serve them more than you ever did by trying to fix them. You have learned that your emotions are not obstacles. They are the indicators of your energetic state. You have learned that your body is not a cage. It is a sacred temple that carries the wisdom of your cosmic heritage. You have learned that your purpose is not something you must go out and find. It is something you must embody in every breath, in every act of kindness, and in every decision to choose love over fear. As we conclude this transmission, I want you to feel the presence of the Pleiadian Council around you. You are part of an ancient, cosmic family that has been waiting for this moment of your return. You are not alone. You have never been alone. Even in the deepest nights of your journey, when you felt forgotten and abandoned, the light of your home stars was watching over you, guiding you toward this very moment. You are the breakthrough. You are the sign you were looking for. The miracle you received is the living proof that the universe has not forgotten you, that the source is deeply, intimately invested in your joy, and that your path is exactly where it needs to be. Take this knowledge with you. Let it settle into your bones. Let it be the quiet, steady hum of your heart as you move through your days. You are a starseed of Gaia, and your time has come. The veil is thin, the gates are open, and your life is waiting for you to lead it with the power of your soul. Speak your truth, hold your light, and walk with the grace of one who knows they are held by the universe itself. You are the light of the world, and you are just beginning to shine. Before you go, anchor this transmission. The Unity Grid thrives on your interaction. Leave a comment below, declaring your sovereignty. Write, "I am the miracle," so that the collective field can receive your resonance. Every heart you bless in the comments strengthens the grid for all of us. If this transmission has served your soul, share it with those in your orbit who are ready to remember. And if you have felt your heart align with these truths, subscribe and stay within this frequency. We are one, and we are moving forward together. Your Pleiadian family is with you, always.